Hello everyone, and welcome back to Sinking Ship Simulator. My name is Steven Marcateros, and today we are giving you guys a little treat about what's going to be happening this week for Thanksgiving. So I was talking with my buds. I guess I'm allowed to call them buds. I don't think I've ever used that phrase before. And we decided to do a little three-part series for you guys this week, which explains the little bit of an absence that we've been having as we've been trying to figure out the logistics of the whole ordeal. And so today I am debuting to you Sinking Simulator Alpha 2.02. I think we've done that before. Alpha 2, or maybe Alpha 3, Alpha 2.1. We're gonna go with, I'm gonna call this Alpha 3, or 2-2-1, alright? It's like the second Alpha 2 that we've had, and I don't want to get these confused. I feel like Minecraft had a really great thing going down where it was able to progress through the whole alpha, beta release stage with an increase of numbers that gradually went through time. But with Sinking Simulator, we're not getting that same amount of luck. We're getting a bunch of different developers doing a bunch of different stuff. And Fred currently is calling this 2.02. I'm just going to stick with that number, and we're going to call it a week. So what you're seeing in front of you today, right now, I'm going to pull up the article on this, actually. I have to get rid of my tongue-twisting enunciation exercises. You can see one of the things that I tried to do in preparation for this was to prepare how to speak. This ship in front of you today is called the SS Nomadic, built in 1911. It ran on the White Star Line, and it's one of the ships that they had that did not sink, so it did not suffer the same fate as the Titanic or the Britannic. Another thing that you'll note about this video here today is that I am not live videoing before you. This thing is going, we had to pre-record this ahead of time. This is because I like to call Sinking Simulator 2-2-1 patience simulator. It takes a severe amount of patience to play through this game. And as you can see, I get very impatient sometimes. So sometimes it involves putting the waves up to like the maximum level until the ship breaks apart violently to try and sink it that way. And even then, it still takes quite a while for the ship to actually go down. During the time that this video actually took to record, and I swear this is true, I went out to a completely other building that is just around the building from mine to get dinner. I picked up dinner, came back, ate it, and watched this happen. And I was like, wow, this is taking a long time. So Sinking Simulator is the only game where I guess you can say that when the version goes up, the quality goes right back down. Yeah, so if you guys want to get involved in the development of the game, you can actually go to the Discord for the Sinking Simulator thing. I'm gonna throw that bomb down here, and any of you guys watch it, join the Discord. It's gonna flood like immediately over the day. Just go right into the general discussion. It's gonna be a card in this side of the video. I don't remember. I don't know, because everything like inverts when I transfer the image from here to there. There's gonna be a card at the top. It should say like click this to join the Discord, and it's gonna be like a Discord invite link, and you can join the server, you can get on the general chat, and we're all gonna say, Fred, we want a new version, man. We want to see some progress on this game. I say that every video, but it seems that this is the new ability of what we have. So, this is, as I was saying, I've already forgotten the name of it. I am so sorry. The Nomadic, 1911. So, I think there's actually kind of an interesting story behind this ship. It served in World War II, if I believe correctly. Maybe World War I? Probably World War II. And basically, after that, it kind of sat vacant for a while, and then some dude decided to pick it up and buy it and own it as like a cool personal-owned ship, which... No qualms, no qualms. If you want to buy a gigantic boat and do whatever you want with it for like 40 years, I'm down for that, right? But eventually he died, and it kind of was like acquisitioned by a government. I don't remember which government to be exact. And then the public wanted to save the boat because it had a bunch of history behind it. It's like 100 years old now. And so they eventually ended up getting the government to buy it, and I think they remodeled it, and it's now looking really nice. I think it's on display somewhere. You can look that up. I'm sure there's something or other about it. But yeah, here we are sinking it, in fact. So this is kind of the fate of the boat that didn't happen, that we wanted to happen. And I'm actually, I need to give a little bit of street cred for this ship here today. I'm not doing my due diligence here in that regard. Hold on, let me figure this one out here. I have all these people that send these amazing ships into me. You can actually, if you join the Discord, there's a ship sharing thing where I've gotten a lot of these from. I have to give credit where credit is due. This one's made by Emerald Gamer 1997. He's one of the folks in the Discord making boats for us. Fantastic design. I actually really like it. Great colors, great form. I think it's a really well done ship. It's something similar quality that I would do. And there I go again. Where the ships don't sink, sometimes you just got to turn up the waves and see what happens, you know? There we go. We fill up the front with water there. Like on the back of the ship, it just flies through the air with no regard. Of course, you can see the water physics that are currently in play, where the water actually like shifts to go with the right direction. So if it's like this and you change, then the water will move. Another fun thing that you can do with the settings menu that I figured out is if you turn the slider all the way to wave height to 0, the waves disappear. They're gone. It doesn't like yell at you that you can't do that. There's no ground in the game either, so the ships could theoretically sink forever. And I don't know what the acceleration physics are like the game. So if I made like a closed kind of ship and I turned the wave height down to 0 and the thing fell, if I could like exert a lot of force on it, if I turn the waves back up, then once it comes back to the surface and get it fly out through the air. Usually my luck with those kind of demonstrations in those games, it never turns out well at all. Some other things that are going on that I wanted to tell you guys about is that, well, I guess while this back half of the boat here sinks, I was convinced at this point it was going to happen, right? This has been going on for like 20 minutes now, where I was sitting here just going, it's gonna sink at some point, right? It's gonna sink. Doesn't sink. And so one of the things I was gonna do to the start of this video is I was gonna open it up by saying like, oh hey guys, and just a quick note at the start of the video. Today is this holiday, and make sure you go out and do this thing, right? So I go online and I look up the holidays that are supposed to be happening on the day before Thanksgiving, November 22nd this year. And all I could find was alcoholism-related holidays, which is not really the vibe that I was going for on this video. I can't go in front of a bunch of people under the age of 21 and go, "Hey guys, today is National Get Wasted Day." No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. So instead, what I decided to do was to make this holiday. I decree as a YouTuber with over 68,000 subscribers that today is National Go Out and Create Your Own YouTube Video. I don't care what it is, right? I want to see you guys get creative for once, right? Because I'm the one always here making these videos for you guys. As you can see right now, this is the Titanic. It's part of the ship pack that comes with the brand new version of the game. Again, Alpha 2-2-1 or whatever you want to call it. We really got to figure out the numbering system, guys, but it comes with the game. I think either Paco Master made this or someone who's being uncredited made this one. But yeah, I actually really like this one, and you'll see in a little bit why I think this one's really great. You can see the time acceleration for this is going to like times 16 or something. So yes, back to our national holiday that we're making, guys. So I am the one who's always stuck sitting here in this chair watching these ships sink, but I want to see you guys pick up a camera, make a video, get out and be creative, be the film director that you've always wanted to be. Me personally as a YouTuber, one of the things that I like to do when I was a kid was I took my little 720p camera. It's horrible, absolutely horrible quality, right? And I'd go and I'd like to make short films and stuff. I'd carry around, stuff, improvise stuff, make scenes, then edit together on the free software that you can get online for movie editing. And I thought, oh, look at that. That was a beautiful split of the Titanic right there. See, once the ship actually starts to flood, it's impressive. It goes down so quick. I was thrilled when I saw this, by the way. I was like absolutely flipping out because you can see the double hole on the bottom there. It's grabbing it and it's pulling down the rest of the ship. This is kind of the James Cameron interpretation of how the Titanic sank. I've actually read an essay that somebody sent to me. Again, I cannot attribute to this right off the back of my hand. I don't know who wrote it. I could pull it off in Microsoft Word. I downloaded it somewhere, but where they were saying how like the ship split and the front didn't actually tear it down and stuff. So I don't actually know. I am not a Titanic theorist. I'm not a Titanic historian by any means. I just play the games and I show them to you guys. So, but yeah, that was the Titanic actually. That was really impressive. It's the Unsinkable 2. I spawned this in, right? Immediately splits in half. I'm like, this is the one work that I can be attributed for in this game. Like, I made this. This was my thing, right? I made a video about this. I designed the ship, and it's been released with like every version of Sinking Simulator since then. And bam, you spawn it in this one. It splits in two, just like that. I was just sitting here like, what the heck? Seriously, guys, Fred, this is like the baseline of the game. If the Unsinkable 2 sinks immediately, that is not Sinking Simulator. It's supposed to be unsinkable. I think I'm getting a little bit too passionate about this. I'm just absolutely thrilled by what this game has become over the time period. I've seen so many iterations of Sinking Simulator that you would just be thrilled. I have like this database of all the different versions I've played, all the different developers that I've talked to. Fred is actually stuck around. He's a good dev. I can never find him though, so that's the thing. He disappears for very long periods of time and then magically comes out with a new version of Sinking Simulator. So we'll see. The ropes in this version as well actually get very, very sticky. Like, man, those ropes do not break whatsoever. In a way, I do like this a lot. Like every other version of the game, literally the ropes do not work whatsoever. They're either way too floppy or they fly out and then they're bugging off. You know, your ships will like sail off at 1,000,000 miles an hour through the atmosphere and your ropes will be the direct cause. But this one, the ropes actually work like ropes, and it's so thrilling to me. What we're looking at right now, we just spawned in another Titanic. This is one that I'm pretty sure that Francis Rasico, Paco Master, made this one because he sent it to me through Discord privately. Again, make sure you check out the Discord. I think we'll also have a Discord link to our own Dodge Them All Discord that we're setting up. We wanted to launch that. This Titanic, he told me, was very big. It took a very long time to sink. This is where the recommendation of actually recording everything prior came from. Was sort of Fred was like, hey, why don't you record it all ahead of time so we don't have to talk about this whole everything now takes 30 minutes to sink kind of aspect. And I went, that's not really how we roll, man. I think that if I can't live commentate this game, we lose a lot of the commentary value. You know, there is a lot of fun in it for me to just move around with my mouse and click and destroy and to do that kind of stuff and just having to sit back and do this. While this sank, I wrote an essay. I was forced to write an art essay. I'm sorry, I flipped out there. I just remembered I had to write an essay during this. I cannot do this. I have to be able to be involved in the game while the video is going on. If not, I'm stuck to write essays. You guys understand the plight I have here. It's the common YouTuber spirit. But I know I've been super jumpy this episode. I'm sorry. I promise it's just this one can of Mountain Dew today. It's all the caffeine I've had, but it's a real treat for me. Back to our national holiday that we were discussing. Yes, I want to see you guys go out and create something, upload it to your YouTube channel, and in the comments, I don't think you should post a link to the video. Just say, check out my channel, and like go to this title of the video. I did this, you know, it's super cool. Because yeah, doing creative stuff, going out and making something new is making something new is kind of the whole, you know, brand behind this YouTube channel. If you guys have been around for a while, you saw all the really crazy stuff that we've worked on, like Andy Warhol-esque like photography, videos in that regard. We've done teaser trailers where like it's just the most hilarious behind the scenes stuff. We've done the worst parodies known to mankind, but I've learned so much from it. I've learned how the YouTube system works. I've learned like basic filmography, basic film editing skills. Basically all of my commentating and all of my public speaking skills, as much as I would like to attribute them to my speech courses that I took in high school and well, I didn't really take any college because I took them in high school, but as much as I like to attribute to them, as I mess up my speech patterns, I like to say it's from YouTube. Of course, that's also where I think I get my hyperactive like speaking from, is just being so excited by what I see. This game is a true testament to creativity. As we can see in front of this, Titanic is slowly filling with water. Again, I would like to make a comment on how many, I'm going to say whole sections this time, compartments, were punctured by the iceberg that it struck. The iceberg that it struck. But I still don't know, to be completely honest with you. People have thrown so many numbers into my face. I think it's like 12, 14. I shouldn't ballpark it because it makes people so mad. It is the greatest inside joke that no one has understood. I've tried to make it an inside joke, but everyone takes it so seriously. I am devastated every time. But yeah, I am just enthralled that the sinking simulator community is still active. You know what gets me every time, right? Is when I watch another YouTuber's video and they are using one of the ships that either I or like someone made and sent to me for this game, and I'm like, blows my mind that I was at the forefront. Like I was, a large initial contributing factor to the success solely because I had seen Francis Rassico's video. So, it's just amazing. There I am getting impatient again. I am becoming the real Poseidon. I'm turning up the waves on this like mad. You would not believe how impatient I can get after we hit the 20-minute mark on our recording. I am absolutely brutal. I will like just start stabbing these boats to death. When I want action, I'm gonna get action, and I'm gonna do it no matter what I have to do. So yeah, that's how we ended up actually getting around to flooding the Titanic here. Fred said it would take, not Fred, sorry, Francis said it would take a real long time, but there we go. There's the split. If we had actually waited for that, I don't know how long that would have taken. I think Fred actually has a video up of how long that takes to do without fast forwarding it like 8 million times. But yeah, there we go. We get a beautiful middle split with the Titanic. Front of it's filling with water. Yeah, I really like the direction that a lot of the material properties have come. We no longer get that weird kind of like gelatinous material that the game used to have. We've gone back to the kind of like the stick and ball, where it's kind of like the X structure, and then they can like break apart in the middle. But when you zoom back out, you get more of the general structure. I really like that. The way that the game calculates like how the ships break in half, it feels a lot better than it used to. Like there's some serious behind the scenes improvements that I've noticed. But then again, there's also like some very strange things. Like water feels way too light in this version. The rigidity, oh my god, I complained about that for years. It's finally fixed. I love it. Now things are just naturally rigid. They don't bend ridiculously anymore. That was like my complaint for so long, and they fixed it. It's like Christmas to me every time I see something like this. I get so thrilled by it. Yeah, there goes the front of the Titanic. But that's all we're gonna have for today, guys. Make sure you check back tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Make sure you make that own video of yours, upload it to your channel, and post it in the comments, because I'd love to see that. It's gonna be fantastic to see what you guys come up with. Just learn to become your own videographers, learn to become your own directors, make your own little film. It's a great thing to do. It's a great thing to learn. So yeah, my name is Steven Marqueteros. I'm forgetting my outro here. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more, make sure you click that red subscribe button down below, or give us a thumb and tell us how you are doing in the comment section along with that other stuff. My name is Steven Marqueteros, and I will see you guys next time. Let's try to do a PewDiePie thing. No.